Hi, I'm Mayor Ron Rakowski, and welcome to the Greenwood Village Restroom Show. I'm delighted that you could join me. During today's program, we're going to showcase some of the finest restaurants we have in Greenwood Village. These restaurants offer some of the best food, excellent service, and hometown hospitality our community has to offer. From some tasty Mexican cuisine to breakfast treats that will melt in your mouth, to a sports bar that is becoming a local favorite, or an authentic style Italian restaurant with the ambiance and feel of a downtown bistro. Get ready to savor some of the best food, and it's all right here in Greenwood Village. Bon appetit.
If you want to try some of the best Middle Eastern food in the area, you have to dine at Alibaba Grill, a family-run restaurant where everyone is welcome. Their Lebanese and Mediterranean cuisine stems from their family roots that guarantees to earn 5 stars with their patrons.
Gyro plate is the best in town. You don't find better gyros than that anywhere, so that's what we come here for.
Alibaba Grill is your modern-day Robin Hood. It's a little fairy tale, the story that that our parents used to tell us as kids. He used to steal from the rich, give to the poor, just a giving man. So we're able to bring it into a restaurant to Colorado now. We've been in business for almost 15 years now. We believe everything just to be fresh, everything from scratch. I do my shopping almost every other day. Our cooks have over 20 years experience. We've been in the game for a long time, and we know what our customers expect, and that's quality. We originally opened up Alibaba Grill in Golding. We've done great there. We're still striving. The business is amazing up there. We're doing so well that we were able to expand to our location, Highlands Ranch, but unfortunately it wasn't a very good location and we had to close that place down. We eventually made it here almost 3 years ago at the Tech Center, and we couldn't love it anymore. Everything's been wonderful. Business has been just getting better every month. You can see it by the numbers.
Alibaba Grill has a menu that will trigger your taste buds to want to sample every item on the menu. Everything from their soups and salads, chicken kebabs and gyros, to their falafel and their hummus. All their dishes are fresh, delicious, and complement each other perfectly.
Most popular item would probably be the gyros. Everybody knows what gyros is. Some people kind of worried to venture off to new things, but once they try other things, I'd say chicken kebab is probably one of the top kebabs. It's all white meat chicken breast, comes on a skewer with bell peppers, onions. It's grilled to perfection. It's just delicious, and again, comes with all the sides, so you're guaranteed to be full and happy when you're done. All of our recipes were handed down from generations by our families. We originated from Syria and Lebanon. My grandmother was Lebanese, my grandfather was Syrian. My dad learned everything in Syria and Saudi Arabia, where he learned the Middle Eastern culinary arts. Some of the spices that we use here are imported from Syria, our spices from our falafel. It's one of a kind. We literally bring bags of spices from Syria every time a family member comes out. And we use it for our falafels and nothing else. These are not the type of things that you would find in a typical Middle Eastern store here or anywhere in the town, but we just have a lot of experience, a lot of love into our food. We have about 10 beers, including a Lebanese beer, which I've never found anywhere else. It's called Almaza. It's very nice. It tastes almost like a Heineken, but those things fly off the shelf like crazy here. We also have a white wine and red wine. It's just a house wine, but it is a Lebanese wine, and people absolutely love it. Never had a complaint about it, and it's just sweet enough from what I hear.
If you have never tried Middle Eastern cuisine, it's very easy to get hooked right from the first bite. At Alibaba Grill, they pride themselves on serving not only fresh ingredients, but also healthy dishes for the health-minded.
It's very easy for somebody to come in and love it. Basically, if you get the spices and herbs and everything correct, then at the end of the day, what you're really enjoying is the grilled meat. So if you like grilled chicken, lamb, or beef, or even the ground meats that we have, they're very good. Everything you want, if you come in, our meals are guaranteed. If you don't like it, it's on me. That's never a question. We have a lot of healthy items here in the restaurant. Very popular item is that we have a lot of gluten-free items. Those are very easy for us to separate. Our menus are marked with the items that have gluten in them. So it's a lot of salads, a lot of vegetables, grilled meats. I mean, can't go wrong. I mean, some of the stuff, the carbs, you can avoid though easily, like the rice and the bread, but those are always optional and completely on the side. But anything else is going to be very healthy for you.
Alibaba Grill is located at the Landmark in Greenwood Village at 5380 Greenwood Plaza Boulevard and is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Check out their menu to dine in, carry out, or have them cater a special event at www.alibabagrill.com.
We do everything from our hearts here. We're a family-run restaurant. We always will be, and it's just, we work together and everything comes out perfect.
Rise and shine. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to appreciate life's offerings with a tasty mimosa and a healthy omelet, all at the Delectable Egg in Greenwood Village. Having recently opened its 5th location in the village, this famous breakfast and lunch stop is guaranteed to be a favorite for both early and late risers.
We have a wide range of menu items. We do healthy, we do omelets, we do skillets, we do traditional breakfast, as well as some specialty items that we offer that are unique to our kitchen. Some of those items include our Benedicts, which our hollandaise is made fresh every single day and from scratch, so it's something we really do pride ourselves on. In addition to that, we are the home of the Denver omelet, so we have a signature Denver omelet, which takes the traditional Denver omelet that you're used to seeing. We jazzed it up and did a plate presentation that is absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend that when you guys come in. We do offer different types of potato selections. We offer shredded hash browns and regular diced potatoes, so whatever fits your fancy, you could come in and choose from those. In addition to that, we also do some healthy items, which include a Smart Meal Seal, and those items are going to be low in cholesterol, low in sodium, fat-free, or low in fat, so you can choose those items and know that you're going to be eating healthy here.
We have burgers and club sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, salads, pita sandwiches, the Energizer, and they're served all day long. So if you want to come and you're just not in the mood for breakfast, you can get those as well. The food is phenomenal. There's over 80 menu items, and they are all fantastic. From sweet to savory, it's really a fantastic idea.
A lot of these items go out that we serve downtown in Lodo. I'm just happy to see that our menu is working out here. We're very, very happy to be here in Greenwood Village. It's exciting for us as a company, and hope to make you guys very happy out here.
The Delectable Egg is not new to the Denver area. Its delectable tradition and restaurant concept dates back to 1982.
It was owned by 2 ladies in Denver at the Market Street location, and 2 years after they opened up, Ken Thiessen, who's my partner, bought it from them and has been running it ever since. So he owns 4 locations, Market Street on Court Street downtown, and then one in Lowry and one up on 120th. And then this is the first venture that I'm doing with him here in DTC.
When you think of breakfast or lunch, you typically order some juice or a cup of coffee. But at the Delectable Egg in Greenwood Village, you can now order a specialty cocktail or drink to go with your meal.
So what we're going to do is make one of our soon-to-be famous Bloody Marys. It's called the More the Merrier. And what we do, we start with a nice big 16-ounce glass. I'm going to fill it up with ice, and then we're going to work our magic. So we've got our ice. We recommend upgrading to this delicious cucumber vodka, so I'm going to use a very generous pour of this vodka before we use our made from scratch Bloody Mary mix. Just a little bit spicy, got a lot of flavor in it, but nothing that is too spicy for you to handle. If you want it spicier, we can always do that. So we have this. We don't want to give it to you like this. We want to make sure we mix it up. So we're going to use this shaker. Mix it up real nice. While we're doing that, we want to have a rim, an East Coast inspired rim of Old Bay and kosher salt. So we're just going to rim this glass here. Got it looking real nice, a lot of flavor on the outside. Then we pour our drink in. Looks kind of simple, but now we're about to get crazy. So we have our bamboo stick with a nice big olive. We're gonna add a generous slice of a kosher dill pickle. The citrus with the lemon, we're gonna go ahead and put that in. Now, the next part. We've got a crab claw, an actual crab claw flown in here specifically for us. He's gonna be holding a little peppercini. We put him in there. What Bloody Mary would be complete without a nice, big, fancy piece of bacon? Vegetarians will leave this part out for you. So we go ahead, we put the bacon in, and then our Bloody Mary's ready to go.
We do have a liquor license at this location, so we will be serving Bloody Marys and Bellinis and mimosas and whatnot. And there's really no cappuccino area in this development, so we have a full-blown barista area, and so that'll really set us apart from other breakfast places in this area right now.
So what makes the Delectable Egg stand out from other restaurants? Pat says it's a number of things that makes his restaurants delectably irresistible.
What sets us apart from other breakfast lunch restaurants is that I think we have a nice fresh look in this location. It's we have aimed for a young, energetic marketplace, and right here we're on kind of the Maginot line between residential and commercial. So we really want to be able to attract both.
The Delectable Egg is located at 5312 DTC Boulevard, Suite 100. They are open for breakfast and lunch on Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. and on weekends from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Food was delicious and our waitress was wonderful. Everything came out really quickly and it was prepared really well.
If you're looking for a great Sunday brunch or a great breakfast, this is the place to come.
Looking for some authentic and traditional flavors of Mexican cuisine that you have never tried before? You don't need a passport to experience El Tapatio Mexican Restaurant. The Padilla family is bringing their 7th location to Greenwood Village this summer and guarantees to bring their authentic flavors of Mexico in every dish. The first El Tapatio Mexican restaurant opened in 1996 in Denver, and it has been a success story ever since.
The owner is Rodrigo Padilla. In Guadalajara, he used to have some restaurants there too in Mexico. So he decided to open a restaurant here, to make his goals. That was one of his biggest dreams. He used to be a manager in a restaurant, so he got the big opportunity to open his own restaurant on Alameda, which is the first restaurant, on Alameda and Wadsworth.
El Tapatio may look like items from a traditional Mexican cuisine, but their recipes are unique and their flavors make you want to come back for more.
We got so many different dishes from seafood to steaks and combinations. We got 18 combinations. We have a trio tapatio, which is you can get a sirloin steak with 4 shrimp and a lobster tail. That's one of the biggest dishes that we have that we really recommend to everybody. Also, we have the carne asada burritos, which is really good. You can get them supreme or deluxe, which is sour cream and guacamole. And smothered in green chili, which is the green chili right here is really typical. It's really tasty, different from some other restaurants. Here I really recommend you the carne asada. Carne asada plate, you get a flat meat, which also comes with rice and beans, guacamole, pico de gallo, and green onions on top. You get your tortillas on the side, which is one of the plates that we saw a lot during dinner. And fajitas, that's one of the plates that I really recommend. Fajita, most of the time people like to order for 2. We got a great special for 2, fajitas for 2. Which comes with 2 side dishes with guacamole, sour cream, pico de gallo. And I think fajitas is going to be one of the signature plates that we have. Also about the chips and salsa, we actually came up on the news, on the newspaper and Denver Post saying that they were the best chips and salsa in town, which is I really recommend them to you guys because they're fresh and hot all the time. Salsa is fresh made all the time too.
Great Mexican food would not be the same without a great margarita or cerveza. And don't forget some flan or a sopapilla. At El Tapatio, they not only bring you some of the best Mexican food, they offer you the best drinks and desserts.
It's our own house recipe that we have for the margaritas, and I actually recommend people to come and try the margarita, which is Tapatio margarita. It's homemade with no sweet and sour. We use our own recipe to make it with fresh lime juice and orange juice. We got a jumbo margarita, which is 61 ounces of margarita. We sell them a lot. We also had a 32-ounce margarita, and you guys can get it frozen on the rocks, and we got flavored margaritas. So you can mix, your flavors on the margaritas. We actually have 30 different kind of draft beer, from Mexican and import and domestic. Desserts, we recommend the fried ice cream, which is one of the top sellers here. Fried ice cream comes with honey. We also put some whipped cream, chocolate syrup, and strawberry syrup. Sopapillas are homemade too, which is, people ask always for sopapillas, and they really like it.
Watch for the grand opening of El Tapatio in the Village this summer at 9281 East Arapahoe Road. You can get a glimpse of their menu at www.tapatiomexican.com. Football season may not be starting yet, but you can get off the sidelines and take your favorite team to meet at the Gridiron Grill and Sports Bar, where you are guaranteed to score. Tony McGinnis, the Gridiron's quarterback, called the plays in the huddle to open the Gridiron Grill and Sports Bar in Greenwood Village this past March.
We first opened Gridiron Grill March 2nd of 2012. The Gridiron Grill has 8 TVs, 4 of them being 55-inch, 2 of them on the bar being a 46-inch. Sports fans can expect to have all of the sports on at any given time, especially during football season. We do plan on featuring college football on the weekends and obviously all of the NFL games as well.
Patrons and sports fanatics who visit the Gridiron Grill will experience a kickoff of a variety of menu and feature items that are handcrafted by Tony and his team.
I am one of the cooks. I do a lot of the back of the house stuff. We do have a full staff of cooks. We've used some of their recipes, used some of my recipes.
I love the wings here, they're great.
We definitely take pride in our wings. We like the size of our wings. The sauces, I have a couple of my favorite being the Asian and the sweet hot, but we do make a mild and a hot, sweet hot habanero. Our wings are really good. Our hamburgers are really probably our featured items. We do make a 2-patty burger with a half-pound burger, which is a gridiron, and I love the idea of using ground chuck and it's fresh. We offer 6 beers on tap right now. We have IPA, Shock Top, and Fat Tire. We also have Bud, Bud Light, and Miller Lite.
The Gridiron Grill is located in the heart of Greenwood Village and within a few steps of the Orchard Light Rail Station. Their location makes it easy for anyone to play.
We chose the location mainly on availability. We like the location with the business aspect of the people around here, and it just seemed appealing. I love Greenwood Village. We've worked closely with the city. A lot of the people there are very, very friendly.
So go for a touchdown and visit the Gridiron Grill and Sports Bar at 5650 Greenwood Plaza Boulevard. They are open Monday through Friday from 10:30 a.m. until 2 a.m. And on weekends, they open at noon until football season starts.
We want to be the neighborhood bar that people can come in and enjoy the atmosphere.
You are in for a treat when you visit Jay's Patio Cafe at the Village Center. Jay Solomon is a world-class sandwich maker and knows exactly what it takes to make a great panini and serve thousands of happy customers.
In the early 80s, I opened a restaurant in Ithaca, New York, upstate New York. I went to Cornell's Hotel School right out of college. So I ran a restaurant in Ithaca for 10 years. And when I got married, my wife and I decided we wanted to raise a family in somewhere really nice where the sun came out all the time. And so we traveled across the country. I opened a cafe in the 16th Street Mall. It was called Emily's Gourmet. That was in 1998. And then ran that for almost 10 years. And then we opened a place in the Children's Museum. Then we opened a place in the mountains at Keystone. And we opened in Lower Highland. And I also have a cafe in the Performing Arts Center downtown called the Hot Ticket Cafe. And that's a pre-theater. Some did fine, others did better than others. And then we opened here in April of 2011. You know, in the 90s, I wrote 14 cookbooks, the decade before children.
At Jay's Patio Cafe, you will find Jay behind the counter. His hands-on approach as an owner and what you find between the bread makes this place so special. From favorites like his Chipotle turkey to wasabi roast beef or his tasty tuna salad and homemade soups for the healthy soul, Jay's goal is to make sure what he serves will make your tummy happy and bring you back for more.
All our food is mostly gourmet paninis, wraps, and salads. They're not like a chain, they're more creative, I want to say, and original, and kind of a throwback to the old days when the owner was actually behind the counter making the food, pre-celebrity chef days. You know, we take a lot of pride in what we do. Obviously, it's a very competitive market, And to succeed in this market, you need to be really aggressive in how you market yourself. The food's got to be fresh, it's got to be good. You've got to take care of your customer. You have to have your priorities set, and prices have got to be reasonable. And the biggest thing is food's got to be good on every time you serve it. It's not like baseball where if you get a hit 3 out of 10 times, you're doing good. Our batting percentage has got to be like close to 1,000.
Jay's Patio Cafe in Greenwood Village is not his first location in the Denver metro area. He's mastered the business at his 2 other locations in the Highlands neighborhood of Upper 15th Street and the Denver Center for the Performing Arts Complex. His decision to come to Greenwood Village was a new concept that he says has finally raised some eyebrows.
Well, the place was completely built out. It was already set up to be a cafe. I'd never opened an office park before. As I mentioned, I've been in the mountains. I've had cafes in the Children's Museum and downtown Denver, and I have a cafe at Performing Arts Center. And I thought, well, office park. That seems like an untapped market. There's lots of chains here, lots of corporate presence, but there hasn't been a Jay's Patio Cafe, And again, I look at bodies. I see lots of warm bodies in a building, and I'm like, excited because I think, well, they're going to want to go out to eat a lot. It's budget conscious, which is our demographic because we don't charge a lot. And we're trying to go to places where we could, maybe wow people or make them excited about going out to lunch and coming back regularly. And it took a while, I'm not going to kid you, it took a while to get our presence felt here because the downside of Office Park is there's not a lot of sidewalks connecting all the buildings. So the first couple of months were rough. But probably about January, February, March, it really, this year, clicked in, and all of a sudden we had a line every day.
Jay's Patio Cafe is located at 6380 Fiddler's Green Circle and is open Monday through Friday for breakfast and lunch, starting at 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. You can visit them online at jayspatiocafe.com. If you think this French Bulldog is adorable, you need to try the restaurant that bears her name. Lucy the Restaurant opened in the Village in 2008, and since then, both Lucy the Restaurant and Lucy the Dog have been a favorite in the community.
I had always said if I'm going to do another club, I want a place where people can eat and drink and be merry before and after the show. Because downtown, I was the most popular girl on the block because we brought all of these people, a couple of thousand a week, and then they were eating and drinking and being merry everywhere, all over downtown and Larimer Square. So I wanted to do the same thing in this project, yet let myself be the primary beneficiary. We're on the 2nd floor of Comedy Works South. We seat 100 or so people inside of the main dining room. We can also seat about 100 outside on the patio. And then we have 2 private dining rooms as well. One that seats 70, one that seats 20. I was trying to name the restaurant after my grandmother's, and I just could never figure that out. And so I got tired of calling it the restaurant in the, during those couple of years of planning. And so I named it after my 4-legged child, Lucy, my French Bulldog. And so eventually it stuck.
The restaurant concept for Lucy is based on house-made creations of menu items for breakfast and lunch. From their famous Lucita burrita, to their hangover omelet, to their Captain Lucy French toast, or their Lucy burger, all their food is divine.
Lucy is casual dining. It's good food though. Modern American. Dinner before the show, after the show, don't have to be coming to a show. You'll find a steak on the regular menu, a couple of seafood items, some pastas, some sandwiches, a burger. And in fact, we do burger and beer night on Thursday night for $10. You can get a burger and a beer. So it's meant to have a little bit of everything and not go any to one direction, and just great food. Moderately priced, I must say. I need to brag a bit. The food is really good. I'm quite proud of it. We do most of our business in the dark. And so it used to be the big joke with my management team and I, who could get the best looking, most colorful cocktails. Well, I started thinking, how do I make these things also look spectacular? When you dive in, they have to be good. And I came up with things like the Curtis Colossal Cakes, buttermilk pancakes, and in between, one layer is eggs, and another one is bacon and sausage, all smothered in sausage gravy, my father's favorite. And then another one, the Captain Lucy French toast. It's made with Captain Crunch. And then there's no need for things like on that one, maple syrup. It's just whipped cream and berries. I mean, you can add it if you want, but there's really no need for it. Come try the chili cheesecakes. Oh, those are my favorite. You have to come try the chili cheesecakes. The bar's always open. We don't sell quite as many cocktails during the week, you know, at lunch and breakfast as we do on the weekends, but bottomless mimosas and Bloody Marys, all different kinds of things going on back there, and nice wine list. Downstairs in Lila B, that's our little lounge, just below Lucy. We do happy hour every day from 4 to 6:30, and on Wednesdays and Thursdays on the patio we do acoustic music live, very fun. Small plates down there, and great happy hour drinks, as well as happy hour food stuff.
Wendy Curtis knows what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. When she began to pick a location to expand Comedy Works from downtown, she knew Greenwood Village would be the perfect place for Lucy.
When I was looking to expand and looking this direction, I mean, I knew I had to come south, that was the direction to go. But I wasn't finding any established locations that were kind of the recipe that I feel like I'm good at. I feel like I'm good in an urban environment. I love the Gap and Chili's, but I don't want to be next to them and across the street from them. I think that we are much better when we're amongst unique shops and restaurants. That's what the Landmark actually is. We have some great staples, you know, that are chain restaurants like Ted's, but we have Slattery's, you know, an independent Irish pub, and we have Jing, and they're independent, and Lime, and we're all, for the most part, you know, independent small business owners, and I've known many of them for many, many years, and it's just a good mix. It's the right mix for all of us.
Lucy Restaurant is located above the Club of Comedy Works South in the Landmark. They are open 7 days a week from Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. Dinner is served on Wednesday through Saturday from 5 p.m. to close, and takeout is available.
If our guests buy tickets to a show and they dine in Lucy, we offer them preferred seating. So we guarantee them a seat in the first 6 rows, and they never stand in a line.
Greenwood Village has become a destination for villagers to enjoy some of the finest ethnic cuisine. Restaurants like the New Village Greek have become a favorite spot to try some of the best Greek food in the area. You can tell just how great the food is by how many smiling patrons they have in the house.
And I think the food is fabulous. It's fresh, it's clean, and healthy.
Steve Papas and his brother are not new to the restaurant business. With their restaurant experience and their family recipes, the Papas brothers are confident their customers will experience savory tastes at Village Greek.
The Village Greek opened on February 21st, so we've been here a little over 4 months. Coming from a Greek heritage, and back in the 70s I had a Greek nightclub and restaurant. I trained under a chef that was world-renowned, and he was kind of my mentor. I'd cooked in several embassies throughout the world, and that's where I moved into the Greek food. A lot of the recipes came from my mother, who got them from her mother. I have some recipes that are from my mentor. I've kind of variated from those a little bit. I even have recipes from my wife's grandmother that when we were courting and she had cooked, something that I enjoyed very much, and I took that and we've utilized all that stuff in the business. Our most popular dish is called the yiftiko. It's a braised lamb shank served on Greek macaroni that's cooked in brown butter and mizithra cheese, a Greek cheese.
Chicken pita with fries.
A lot of people will order gyros, will order lamb pita sandwiches, chicken pita sandwiches. We have a papa salad that is wonderful. 2 other different salads, a village salad. So there's something to pick all day long. Our desserts are homemade, everywhere from baklava to our #1 seller, which is the bugatsa. It's a lemon custard rolled in phyllo and baked. Greek food is very healthy. All of our souvlakia or our skewers are cooked on an open broiler, which makes them very healthy. You can also put the same meat on salads. Desserts, I don't know how you make healthy, but everything in moderation.
Greek cuisine features fresh vegetables and a variety of meats, including lamb, chicken, pork, fish, and beef. Whether you are an expert patron in Greek cuisine or just trying out the food for the first time, Village Greek has something for everyone.
The most common Greek food, naturally, is the gyro sandwich, pronounced gyro. For the first timer that wants to come in and venture out a little bit, they could just ask for our guidance. We'll guide them through it. We'll give them some tastings of things. We can tell them what is in every item, what to expect, and that we do that all the time for newcomers.
The Village Greek opened this past February. Steve's brother Stanley was already familiar with Greenwood Village and encouraged his brother Steve that this was the location for their family-run Greek restaurant.
We decided on the name Village Greek, #1 because it's in Greenwood Village, and then 2 to carry out the Greek theme. This location we liked because of the traffic count and how the area is growing. We also liked it because it's close to Centennial Airport. We're drawing a lot of people from that area, as well as the businesses in the area that are our mainstay at lunchtime.
Village Greek is located at 6886 South Clinton Street in Greenwood Village and is open Monday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Don't forget to put your order in for some of their baklava and a little ouzo when you visit. You will not be disappointed.
People need to come to the Village Greek so that they can experience authentic Greek food. I think the hospitality, the quality of the service, the quality of the food, once you come once, I'm sure you'll be back.
The food is stunning and the dining experience is memorable. If you are ready to enjoy a most delightful meal in a quiet, comfortably inviting restaurant, then the wooden table in the Village will give you an experience to remember. Jane Knopf and her business partner opened the Wooden Table in September 2011 after pursuing their dream of owning their own restaurant in the suburbs.
Well, it's always been a lifelong dream of my business partner Brett and I to have our own restaurant. And we wanted to come down to Greenwood Village because we were tired of the downtown scene and Cherry Creek North scene. We wanted parking, we wanted sunshine. We were tired of concretes and buildings. And we're also family people, and we thought that opening our own restaurant would give us a little bit more control over our schedules and hopefully spend a little more time with our family.
The warmth of the decor and its classic charm personality make for a pleasing setting for either lunch or dinner to embrace your culinary delights bistro style.
As we're sitting there trying to figure out a name, we're throwing names back and forth. If it were up to my partner Brett, he would have named it the Salty Chicken, which I absolutely said no way. But we wanted to think about simple ingredients and what we did and coming together as a community. What we do, we break bread together as families. And I was sitting on a table that my father made, and it's a big wooden table in my kitchen. I said, well, what about the wooden table? And we both marinated on it for a little while, and thus the name was born. So, and as you see in the restaurant, this is the wooden table. It wasn't the one that my father built. It's actually one that his father-in-law built. He's a woodworker in Taos. I actually started off in politics as a young 20-something and went to finish my degree and wanted to get my master's and needed a place to earn some money. Started waiting tables, and the rest is history. I started Sambuca Jazz Cafe downtown, then became their director of sales and catering, then their general manager, then went on to the Magnolia Hotel where I was their director of catering and then their director of food and beverage. And after 12 years being in the restaurant hotel business, working for other people, I thought, well, how about work for myself?
The true dining experience at the Wooden Table comes from their menu, with their classic food selections for their appetizers, main dishes, and desserts. Their amazing flavors speak to their great attention to detail.
All the food that we offer here at the Wooden Table is cooked a la minute, which means everything's made absolutely fresh every day. All of our pastas, our cheeses, our sausages, everything's done with great attention to detail. I'm very fortunate to have my chef and business partner, Brett Shaheen, he's got a real passion for it and he's good at it. And he really cares about the ingredients that go into his food. These are things that we wanted to cook at the restaurant that we wanted to eat at. So I'm lucky to say I crave our own food at the restaurant, even though I see it every day. We are open for lunch and dinner at the wooden table. Lunchtime, it's a little more casual. We do salads, entree salads, sandwiches. Still, our signature pastas are available during lunch. It's fun, it's lively. At the dinner, the mood changes a little bit, becomes a touch more formal. Still, again, pastas, salads, appetizers, and then we've got beautiful entrees, which Brett has created. Duck, lamb, halibut is on the list, beef tenderloin from 2 Mile Ranch, our neighbor down the way. So, and again, it just becomes a little bit more romantic at night. If I had to pick a favorite entree, I'd have to go with our pastas. We change them all seasonally. Again, they're all handmade, and every time Brett changes a pasta, it just gets better and better, and it seems to always fit whatever mood I'm in. At the wooden table, we offer a full bar. So we have an extensive wine list. Most of our portfolio is Italian, and that was a learning curve for me. I love wines. I've always loved wines and pairing wines with food, but learning the regions in Italy have been a challenge and very, very fun and eye-opening. But we do also offer California wines, American wines, varietals that people would be familiar with. We offer microbrews, all from Colorado. Laughing Lab and all of the Bristol Brewing Company beers are on our list. They're fabulous out of Colorado Springs. And then, of course, any kind of spirits that you can imagine, we can do here. We infuse our own cocktails here in-house with the freshest ingredients. And so I think that you'll find a little bit for everybody.
I think I'm enjoying this tres leches steak the most. It's delicious.
The Wooden Table is located in the Cherry Hills Marketplace on University Boulevard and Orchard Road and is open Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Reservations are recommended and can be made either online or by phone.
Food is outstanding, it's comforting, it's not so fancy that it's intimidating to people. It's something that'll bring comfort. But with that said, that attention to detail that the chef brings will give you an experience that you'll remember.
Greenwood Village is fortunate to have an abundance of fabulous places for dining that meet every appetite and pocketbook. As citizens of our village, whether you live, work, or visit here, we appreciate your commitment to dine in Greenwood Village. Every time you order an appetizer or two, a glass of wine, a beer, or an entree from one of our restaurants, the tax revenue generated comes back to you through excellent services provided by your city government. I'm Mayor Ron Rakowski. That's a wrap. We'll see you next time on GVTV Channel 8.